Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Yes? Perfect. My name is Jessica Thunberg, and I'm one of the area sales managers at Avinode, managing Germany, Austria, Czech Republics, and the Benelux countries. Today, I'm going to talk about the two most important action points for the seller companies to get the requests they actually want within the system instead of them having to spend their time on requests they can't perform. So at Avinode, we are constantly developing new features based on feedback we get from our members to help their daily workflow to make sure they receive maximum value from the system that covers their needs. Recently, we have released features for our sellers to help them apply and show accurate data within the system. Some of you might wonder, why should we spend time on this? And it's my goal today to show you the benefits and also to motivate you and your team to look into your settings to become more accurate within Avinode. We know the sellers spend a significant amount of time on handling requests they can't perform, especially during the busy summer season due to inaccurate settings. For your sales team to not waste their time and resources on handling these types of requests, it's necessary you spend some time to look over and adjust your price accuracy and also your schedule position. So, like I said, the two main issues for the seller companies today are inaccurate pricing and not showing the correct availability. If you don't show the right position of the aircraft and don't look over your pricing profiles frequently, you are not going to receive desirable requests. If you don't update your schedule and don't have accurate pricing in Avinode, you will lose value and waste time on handling undesirable requests. So having an accurate availability in Avinode will result in receiving requests that can be fulfilled. We sometimes get the feedback from seller companies that they don't care about showing accurate availability in Avinode. And all they want is to show availability everywhere at the same time. And this is obviously not realistic and frustrates the buyers when all they get is cancel requests from these seller companies or potentially a quote back that is 40% more expensive compared to the estimated price they saw in the search. Instead, showing accurate availability will save your sales team time. They will be able to create more competitive quotes due to lower operational costs, which will, in the end, result in more bookings and a higher return on investment for your company. So what can you do to easily show accurate availability in Avinode? So we highly recommend you to integrate to an FMS system, where you can have an automatic schedule upload. We integrate with multiple FMS systems such as Skedero, Leon, and Flex, and our product specialists help you set this up on our end. If you don't have an FMS system, you're able to update your schedule manually within the system and make sure that you show every single position of your aircraft to receive requests from where your aircraft actually is. Routing and availability rules are additional layers of controlling how and when you want to market your fleet. So the question you have to ask yourself is, how do you want your aircraft to be priced and routed? By default, your aircraft is priced and routed based on your schedule position. But with the new routing rule, you are able to decide when you want to be routed back to home base instead of the next schedule position. In other words, this means that you can reposition your aircraft back to closest home base if your home base is closer than the last known schedule position. With the availability rules, you're able to exclude your aircraft from the search results, and this is commonly used when seller companies don't sell trips that are, for example, 3 months out due to multiple reasons, such as owner approval. And both the routing rules and availability rules are, you're able to set this up per tail, and it doesn't have to be applied to your entire fleet. The next point that I want to bring up is accurate pricing. Update your pricing frequently to get a high price accuracy within Avinode. Spend time on creating multiple pricing profiles to match your own internal pricing model. This way, your sales team don't have to waste their time on checking 2 different systems, and you can create multiple pricing profiles if you price your aircraft differently, if you have, for example, urgent flights or different seasonal rates. So, for example, if you have an urgent flight prior a major event such as the Ryder Cup, you're able to, before the 48 hours, you can price the aircraft higher if you want to price the aircraft, increase the aircraft price only during those 48 hours. When it comes to the seasonal rate, many seller companies set up different seasonal rates depending on the spring, summer, and winter season due to the high and low demand that they have on the aircraft. When it comes to the airport fees, I recommend you to add specific airport fees and regional fees. Otherwise, the general landing fee will be applied, which can offset your prices. You also have the option to apply per pax arrival and per pax departure fee for both the regions and per airport. And once you have done this for one tail within the system, you don't have to worry. You don't have to do this per tail. We are able to bulk the fees that you applied for one single tail and then upload them to the remaining part of your fleet. Again, if you spend some time once in a while to update your pricing profiles and your airport fees, this will generate a higher price accuracy within Avinode. And if you do this, we are also promoting your price accuracy within the system. So you might think to yourself, why should we show accurate pricing when other operators are manipulating their prices to come higher up in the search results? So we are very much aware of this, and we are taking a stand against this with our new stats, pricing accuracy. So price accuracy is our new stat that is tail-based and is used as a tool to show how accurate your quoted price is compared to your listed price within the search result. It's a simple guiding point to let the buyer know they can trust your price. This feature has been driven by the buyers and has now been released in Avinode to take a stand against manipulating prices. Today is live on the seller's landing page and in the company pop-up when you do a search. And if you click on the seller company, you're able to see the company's general price accuracy. However, it doesn't stop there. The price accuracy will also be visible in the search result next to your estimated price. And why this will be visible within the search result is to promote and award the seller companies that have accurate prices in Avinode. So for my summary and closing, I would like you to remember 3 points that I've talked about today. So number 1 is make sure your aircraft availability is frequently updated. 2, create pricing profiles and airport fees to achieve a high and accurate price accuracy. And 3, contact us if you need any assistance. We are always happy to help you out setting this up within Avinode. My name is Jessica Thunberg, and if you have any questions regarding what I have discussed here today, don't hesitate to talk to me afterwards. Thank you for listening.